Hello.
Hi. Washing my hands. Hi, my name is Melissa, and I'm your student physical therapy assistant. And I see that your name is Karen.
Yeah.
And I see that from your chart that about 4 weeks ago you fell off a ladder and and fractured your talus bone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And oh, is that too high? Sit down. And what would you say is what is your pain level right now?
Oh, about 3 out of 10.
And what would you say is your highest pain, and what is your lowest pain?
About 3 out of 10 is my lowest, and 8 out of 10 is about my highest.
And like what makes your pain better and what makes it worse?
Just kind of not moving it.
It makes it better.
Yeah, and standing on it makes it worse.
Okay. And I see that you have your walking boot.
Yes.
And how's that going?
It works pretty well. It hurts a lot when I wear it, but it's
Is it fitting well?
yes, it does fit well.
Okay. And how are you doing with your home exercise plan?
Great. I'm doing it, as prescribed.
And what would you say is what are your goals for today?
I want to, do some, I want you to help me climb stairs with that
okay.
clunky boot on. And also, I'd like to reduce my pain in my foot. I don't know if there's anything you can do for that.
Yes. Well, have you ever had electrical stimulation before?
Yes.
Okay, and so we have this type of electrical stimulation called interferential, and what it does is it's a very gentle form of electrical stimulation, and that can really work to decrease the pain. And so we can do that today. And what I would also like to do is take some measurements of your range of motion, and then and then have you do some exercises to increase to try to get some more movement in your ankle, and also get a little bit more strength. And then I would like to do some stair training. And then finally, I'll do some an ice massage on your ankle to help reduce some of the swelling. Does that sound great?
That sounds good.
Okay. So the first thing that I need to do is to make sure that you understand the amount of weight that you're supposed to put on your ankle. Could you tell me your understanding of that?
Well, I can put weight on my foot when I have it in the boot, and then as much as I can stand. Otherwise, not more weight.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do is I'll just move this out of the way.
Okay.
And the first thing that I would like to do is get your range of motion. And so I need to, and why don't you move it up, and why don't you, probably be better if you got your other shoe and you put your actually, so your left leg is facing me. That's great. And I'll hold you up. Going up. I always feel like you're in an elevator going up. Put some just to support your knee. Under here. Okay, and try to take off your sock. That would be better. So, for the landmarks for the and so the landmarks for plantar flexion and dorsiflexion are, the axis is distal to the lateral malleolus, and the moving arm, the stationary arm, is midline to the fibula, in line with the fibular head, where head right there, can you put it like that? There. And the moving arm is, can you put your, that is in line with the fifth metatarsal, and it just gets you neutral. And so if you please, and when you do this, just make sure that you just bring your toes straight up and don't twist your ankle at all. And so bring your toes as much as you can up to your nose. Okay, does that cause pain? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can only get about 1 difference there. Okay, so now if I please have you put your toes down towards the bottom of the table. Okay, very good. Then, yeah. And so that is, that is 21 degrees. Very good. So now I'm going to bring this up a little bit, and now I'm going to bring it down. And oh, and where's your pain located? In the front. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this thing. It's called quad polar IFC, and so we're going to put up slightly. Sorry. And so what I'm going to do is this produces something called sensory level anesthesia, analgesia. Sorry, sensory level analgesia, and what that is it blocks some of the pain receptors from reaching your brain, and it's called quad polar, and so you want to put it in a crisscross pattern, and so it will make the pain, make the electrical stimulation penetrate more and spread out more. Okay, so the pain is right there. Over here. Okay. And then I would hook up the lines, and then I would want to have the pulse width of 180 microseconds, and the pulse and the frequency 115 hertz, and then I would leave it on for about 8 minutes. And so I would leave her with a bell, and just in case she needs anything or if it becomes too uncomfortable, and so I'd leave her with a bell, and and then go in like 8 minutes, and then come back. And so how are things feeling?
Good.
Is the pain any less?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, that's great. Good. So now what I'm going to do is take off the pads. They're always very sticky. Sticky pads. Okay, so now I would like you to do some, can have you put back on your sock, because don't want to have you get your feet cold. And, oh, actually it was better with, for the exercises you have it on, sorry. Like that. And, so now what I would like you to do is I can bring you down slightly, and now we're going to do the exercises. Okay. So I see from your home exercise plan in your chart that you have been doing stretching out and into seated dorsiflexion with a towel. Yes. And so I want you to keep on doing that, and do it for 30-second holds. Yeah, and when you do this, make sure you keep your hips, both of your hips on the table, and just pull straight back. And so pull back and hold for 30 seconds, and then release, and hold for 30 seconds, and then what I want you to do maybe 5 of those if you can. And but if it's too painful, just maybe do like 3, but try to do 5 of them, and then do twice a day. Okay. And the next one that I would like you to do is this is working the opposite direction and do plantar flexion, which is pushing your toes down, like when you plant into the ground. Yeah. And so this is resisted. This is another stretch. Yeah, it's working to get more range of motion, so it'll be easier for you to walk. Okay. And so what I would like you to do is move this around your toes, and then grab it in your hand, and then I want you to push down, push your toes towards the floor, and again keep your hips on the floor, and just push straight down. Don't twist your ankle. Down and up, and then down, and then up, and down, and then up. And I want you to do 2 sets of 10 of those, and you can do that twice a day. And also, if you can also adjust with how tightly you're holding the band. If you think that if you want to have it more give, or to have it not so strong of a pull, or if you feel that you want to have a little bit more, you can tighten up further down on it. Okay, so for the third one that I want you to do this, and it's what I want you to do. So they're all just in my left leg. Yes, okay. Only in your left leg. Okay. And so what I would like you to do is I see that you've been doing your longer quads, where you sit over the table and and so what I want you to do is I want you to do some added resistance. Okay. And you can use the same TheraBand, these are what this is called. And can I have you swing your legs out? And you can do this, I'm just doing this on the therapy bed here, but at home you can do this while seated in a chair, or around a table, or anything that you can tie it around. And so what I would like you to do is put it around foot like this. Twist it around, and then tie it back. Oops. Then tie it to a chair or table leg or anything. And now I want you to do your longer quads. So up, and then back, and then up, and then back. So you add some resistance. And again, I want you to do 2 sets of 10 of those, 2 times a day. Okay. Take this out. Okay. So now what I would like you to do is now we can go do some stair training. Okay. And so here, I can bring you down. Whoops. Down on it. Do you need some help getting on your sock?
Only to the extent that I move my foot up again.
Okay. There. Moving on. Very good. Let's make sure that's fitting correctly. Might help if I actually get the thing going the right direction. Or do you? Okay, and I want to make just for some safety, I want to put on a gait belt. I know that you've been walking around home just fine, but just for safety measures here. Put on gait belt, strategy. Okay. Please stand up, please. Okay, and then we can walk out to the stairs.